Konnichiwa, minasan. The time has finally arrived. I'm here back on my YouTube blog, and I'm quite happy to be out here. It's been a long time. It's been over 2 years. Yeah, this is a moment of truth. What is today? Today is March 31st, 2014. So I can happily say, yes, I've been living happily these past 2 years in the year 2014. I've made my mark as a blacksmith, and I've learned how to shoe horses and fix wagons. Alright, that's silly. That's silly. And you know why it's silly. It's silly because I'm a huge fan of Back to the Future, and if you watch Back to the Future Part 3, you'll kind of see where that line kind of evolved from, even though it's not perfect. But no, I am back. And if you could say I probably did some time traveling, right? No, I didn't. I traveled to get to this point in time, and so I can blog. I'm currently blogging from my new cell phone. It's a smartphone. It's modern technology. And I haven't had one, but I was thinking, I said, well, okay, I'm more monetarily well endowed these days because I'm working full time at my company, and I'm living comfortably. So I've got my budget set for, let's see, I have money going away for property I'm going to buy, and money away for a new car, and also money for retirement. Retirement's the big one right now, so put that aside. It's not like I don't have some already from the days when I worked at the laboratory, but, you know, I gotta keep on keeping on. It's very important because someday I'll get old, and I'll need to retire. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I hope this video goes through. I've been through hell for the first 2 weeks trying to get a video to upload to YouTube, and this is the primary reason why I got this phone. I was looking at high-speed internet for the computer, and I would have to get a new computer, which my two computers are very old. As you can see behind me, I'm not very well organized in my place, so this is where I live. I've got my, let me check this because I forget what it's called. It's a Power Mac G4. These little stickers are stickers that come on bananas. I've been saving these for the past year and a half, like the nerd I am, because they got little messages on them, and they're organic bananas. So I've been getting into organic stuff, and that's another thing. But where have I been for the past 2 years? Last you heard of me, I had an exhaust leak on my car, and I don't know remember if I mentioned that. But it started out sometime, I think, in early to mid-March, and I heard a hissing, and I said, oh, crap. I gotta remember this because my inspection is due. And I think my inspection was due in March or early April. Let me see. No, I think it was probably due in March because I had all March to tend to this, and then April was the time where I actually fixed that, brought it in. The inspector looked at it, and it's the same guy who brought it in for all these years. He looked at it, and he started picking up on things that had been, like, you know, questionable for the past, I don't know, 7, 8 years that I've owned the car. Wait, no, that year the car was 11 years old, so I owned, I think the car was probably 9 years, yeah, I've owned it for 9 years, so the past 9 years, right about. But he picked on 1, 2, 3 things, and then I had to fix exhaust, which led to a 5th thing that I need to fix. And one of the things that he noted with the state, it's on record, didn't even exist. I wanted to kick his ass. I looked at it because it's a very mechanical issue. And I'm probably get into it sometime later. But, you know, it was ridiculous. I tried to find the problem. They'd usually note it onto the form and whatever report. He didn't note anything. I brought this to the mechanic, and the guy said, hey, you know, he couldn't find anything either. So I'm like, this was pretty fishy business, the whole thing. He didn't want to pass it, I think, so. I think he should have lost his license. I don't know. To inspect cars. I don't go into that station anymore for anything. No, just for air. And because it's free, so. But yeah, they're right in town. It would be easy to go there. I'm not going there anymore. No, see ya. So yeah, there you go. But the wonderful thing that came from that is that I had to pull the car off the road for a bit because I didn't want to get pulled over by the police. If I did, I'd get a ticket. I have to pay the ticket, and my insurance will go In Eastern Massachusetts, it's high enough as it is. You know, it's not bad, but you know, if anything happens, you know, very bad. So I had the experience of that before, and it's not good. It's not fun. So keep it down, keep it down. And anyway, I started riding a department store bike. Now this was a higher end department store bike, which is quite nice, you know. So I didn't ride so well, but it's okay, you know. It's high quality, and I started riding that back to work. So I got into a new thing. My new thing is I like to cycle. I like to ride a bike. How do you call it? Cycling. I got into cycling. There you go. So cycling is pretty cool. And eventually I got a high quality bike. So I got a headlight, I got a tail light, I got the helmet, I got a few extra things, blah, 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 blah. I'll introduce my bike to you guys. It's a very cool bike. It's the best bike I've ever owned. And I love to do that. I love to do that, park the car in the summer. I'm going to work. I'm coming back from work. I'm going to the gym. On the weekend, I'm coming back from the gym. I'm all over the place. So it's really a trip. But it feels so good. It does a lot of good for your health and well-being. So you relieve stress and just, oh God, it's such a balance. And then you get to enjoy nature, which is a side effect. I mean, nature is just beautiful. So I'm really, really connecting to nature, because I come from a place that's very natural. So yeah, it's very beautiful. What was it coming from that? Well, let me go chronologically with this. I got a new car later that year. My parents bought a Chevy Impala. It's a very nice car. So I got a car that came into my hands. They let me have their old car. And their car is a 2005 Mercury Sable. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Plenty of power under the hood. Naturally aspirated power. You don't have to do a thing with it. Power everything. It's pretty much loaded, except it doesn't have power seats. I'm not complaining. It's a four-door. I'm not used to four doors, but it's a bigger car. I'm used to like a compact car. And I've driven subcompact cars. Compact cars are my thing. They're usually a coupe and a two-door, but you know, this car rocks. I haven't done much with it. I customized it with rims, trim rings, and the tires. I have what? 1, 2, 3. I have 10 tires. Don't ask. There's 6 all-season tires, you know, and don't ask my parents are probably a story as to why there's an extra 2 all-season tires. 4 of those tires are snow tires specifically. They work very well. They were studded. I took the studs out. I said this thing's going to be legal all the way around. I don't want to deal with putting them on in November and taking them off in April and blah blah. They just don't want to deal with that. So there you go with that one. What's the other thing? I can't remember. I'm full-time at the company. I made full-time at the end of last year. I'm full-time, doing well, making money. I'm kind of free to date, so yeah, life is good. I've been enjoying that, and I consider myself to be very thankful. Plans. Let me see. Saving money for those 3 big things. Saving money for transition, no. It's non-existent. But you know, I do feel that I have to talk to somebody. I review my videos every once in a while, and I made like a ton of videos before I came out with this one. And you have to see yourself, and you hear the way you speak. And even now, I'm probably going to look at this again and see it later, and I was like, oh my God. Because sometimes I go out into the world, and then people look, and it's like, I'm not presenting or doing anything. They can pick up on something, and they hear me speak, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so obvious. I was over the Dollar Tree in Lexington, and there's an Asian woman there. I think she was Chinese, and she said something about tiara, blah, 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 to me, you know. I said, no, I'm not going to wear that today, you know, so she had an idea what was going on, so it's been the type of thing that's kind of hard to hide. This is my bag. I put my stuffed animals in there, and yeah, I think that might be pretty much it. I only got like 10 minutes. I remember if I can do my blog longer. So I have to go for now, but I'm going to try to make more videos now that I'm more technologically empowered. You guys rock, and I will definitely see you later.